Hey folks, this is Bardic Dragoon. Welcome back to Let's Play Grandia 2 Anniversary Edition. So we last left off, we found a little girl was possessed by Valmar. And, well, we're probably going to end up having to kill her, I get the feeling. Not a good thing, is it? Well, first thing we have to do, though, is find... we can enter the Garden of Dreams now. Interesting. Okay, should be on our guard here. Don't know what's gonna happen. What the heck did you do, Millennia? Zabada, huh? Oh, hi, Fisher in space and time, seemingly? Okay, sure, why not? Yeah, when when does it get so metaphysical? Alright, let's do this. What the heck are those things? Not that many enemies on the screen at once. There's only one reasonable response. Kill them all. And by that I mean kill them all in a single attack. Alright, he doesn't have a mana egg or a multi-target attack, so let's just run in there and start killing things. Actually, let's start canceling some things, because I see a special attack come in.
This is my way of thanking you.
I still like this attack.
That was beautiful, you guys!
Okay, so walk around inside someone's soul. Strange thing is, with the number of games I played, it's not even like that's a surprise at this point. Oh wait, no, I know what the... Oh, there it is. Yeah, and it's basically an item that allows you to more or less immediately give another character a turn. So you kind of sacrifice one character's turn for another. It's not a bad idea on paper, per se. I've never found it to be very useful, but then again, as I've kind of already discussed, the Grandia series to me is... Actually, not. Nah. Let's see how this goes. This usually is a bad idea, but let's see how this turns out.
How about this?
Make the battles a little bit easier, like a little bit more visually interesting here. I wish the audio balancing were done right so I could actually hear what she just said, because she just sounded like she was having too much fun.
Strike! Purple lightning! Take that! And that! Ka! Ha!
But yeah, I suppose gameplay talky stuff.
Sweet dreams.
What did we talk about? Oh yeah, that was probably 2 videos ago. But yeah, kind of talk about the whole balance of just keeping a good balance between. Still couldn't hear what she said, but she sounds like she's having way too much fun. But yeah.
Strike! Purple lightning!
Ah! Okay, so you hit triangle, that puts it basically auto battle, not actually AI control. Okay. Nifty! So I have some control over what the AI is doing when they're fighting. That's cool.
Nothing withstands my blade.
Hi! Don't do that! Alright, but yeah, because it's like I said, it's kind of one of those things I've often felt that RPGs are too big for their own good kind of thing in some way. Like, I enjoy a lot of the, I love these battle systems in Grandia, but the random encounters, and I was kind of hoping setting it to hard might change it up a bit, but the random encounters don't really tear it up. That's what she's saying. Okay. Still like the way that one comes across. Someone better heal Millennia. Okay, it does have a cancel effect. I've seen other characters get... Stop squashing the poor guy.
There you go, all better.
But yeah, and just one of those things, like, as you get more and more battles, it can get kind of tedious in playing the game through all these battles, but it's like for some reason people feel that's how RPGs should work. I don't know.
How about this?
I mean, you can have... Actually, no, because even then, most of the things... Well, I suppose Dragon Age is kind of more traditional RPG lane. But even then, it has some good design in its encounters, mostly stemming from the fact that its mechanics actually feature a lot of usefulness from positioning and environments, so just having different battlefields right there can... She really loves that spell, doesn't she? But can, really change up the feel of combat.
Nothing withstands my blade.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm overthinking these things, and I probably am. I do that a lot. Okay, another Yomi's elixir. Who the heck is Yomi? Like, why is his elixir the one that auto revives everybody? Oh, well, kind of walked around in a circle, but hey, since we're here, might as well recover some health. But yeah, and I mean, it's kind of one of those things, like, so many people point towards Chrono Trigger being like the best JRPG, if not RPG, ever, because there's a lot of argument to be made that it is indeed that good. Oh wait, no, that would be the way towards the actual next area. But it seems like one of the things that a lot of people don't seem to take away from that, as far as like why it works is the fact that its battles are very well designed to keep from getting boring, and they're not overly abundant. What the heck are you? That's a giant whale with ice growing on of it and wings and. That was weird. Let's do it again. Mostly because it feels like I missed some things over in the cloudy portion before we get to this rock canyon here. Let's ride the flying whale again. And now I'm realizing that Grandia 3 wasn't the first one in the series to have a flying whale. I mean, that's not really relevant or important to anything. Trust. But yeah. And I mean, this game, like I said, its battles can get pretty interesting, and like, just because of the actions of enemies and because where characters decide to put themselves after they attack because they automatically move, it can lead to some semi-chaotic situations, but
Strike! Purple
like,
lightning!
its core ideas are good. Its semi-chaotic, the concept of the like semi-chaotic stuff of battle
And that!
are like much appreciated, but it just never feels like it comes together as a whole. I mean, if you like, if I had to say, you know, one Grandia game, if you're going to play the series, play it. As much as I gripe about its story, Grandia 3 is probably the best gameplay-wise. One is a just unbalanced mess that, I mean, there are some very different ways that handles mechanics of things compared to the rest of the series. That just leaves things really just not working all that well, really. I mean, mostly the way that it does cancels is the fact that, like, you have the critical command, and that's how you do cancels. In the original Grandia, any critical hit has a cancel property, which can do some stupid things. Like, you can use a multi-target skill, like a multi-target spell can cancel everybody's action. Like, that's... No, that's... Red shoes. Are they just red shoes, or are we talking about that whole fable or whatever? I don't know. Stat boost for her and her high heels. Her unique foot armor. I mean, no, I suppose. Why is it unique to her? Well, then again, I don't know. High heels used to be men's fashion back, like, way back in the day. But, yeah, high heels are mostly considered women's shoes nowadays. The fact that, yeah, we've got 5 characters so far, and all of them except 2 are male, and I don't know, Elena just doesn't seem like a strutting around in high heels kind of gal, if you ask me. I'm not entirely sure what that means when I say that, but, you know, it just feels like, yeah, Elena wouldn't be strutting around in high heels. Be interesting to see, I suppose, but I don't see her strutting around in high heels. It just doesn't seem like it works for her character. Yeah, leave it on play fair. We've got the advantage. Why does Rowan's combo have such a delay at the start of it? That's weird. It just has a turtle that he throws around. Why? Why does that weird demon thing have a turtle he throws around? What are you talking about? Look at Rowan. He just got paralyzed and hit in the face with a turtle that slowed him down. Also, why is no one healing Rowan? You guys will heal health, but you won't... Okay. Someone has to heal Rowan? Just throwing that out there. Oh, he's not paralyzed anymore. Nope. There we go. But yeah, like I said, Grandia 1, I love Grandia 1's story, but as a game, it is distinctly the worst in the series, if you ask me. Maybe. Grandia Extreme, like, Grandia Extreme on paper for, you know, if you're looking, to play Grandia as like a gameplay-centric experience, that's the one, because it's the dungeon crawler, so all it pretty much is 9 times out, like 90% running through dungeons and fighting things, and that's great, but I think I already made my gripes about that, and the way that it handles SP, the fact you like start every dungeon with no SP and have to rely on the fact that normal attacks do generate SP to actually get anywhere, and the heck are you? Well, we can't seem to interact with you, so probably not worth asking any farther. But yeah, I mean, seriously, I think the Grandia series is probably the one that would be best for being remade. Because, as I said... Okay, let's go to the portal so that noise stops, please. Ow, my ear. Oh, it didn't go away. Crite. And now we're in lava. Iris Soul is a bit... okay, maybe it's not lava, and that just makes it creepy. Oh, what the? I don't like this place. I don't like this place at all. Like, not at all. Crud. Alright. I guess we're going on each own. But yeah, because, I mean, Grandia 3's gameplay is good. Its story is an unfinished mess, but its gameplay is actually pretty good.
Solid.
Please stop with this. Don't go into your debuff and buff spamming, Rowan. Please don't. Please do something else. If you spam debuffs again, Rowan, why are you doing this? Why do you feel the need to do this, Rowan?
I'll freeze you solid.
Oh well, whatever. But yeah, it has the best gameplay, and that's, like I said, I think the Grandia series is probably, I mean, not what we have here. I mean, I'm not saying this is a bad game. You know, getting to see this, you know, on easy to play on system. I mean, I suppose the PS2 version probably isn't too hard to play it on. It seems like PS2s are still pretty popular out there in the world. But then again, the PS2 version also had some weird slowdown glitchiness from what I understand. I mean, that's the version I played back when I played the game, but it's like one of the things when like you look at, you know, comparison of the version of this game, the PS2 version is a lot of times considered kind of the worst.
This may sting a little.
Oh, right at point blank range. Nice one, Millennia.
Haha, you'll freeze fast.
Actually, at this point, we really don't need to go all in anyway, so back to play fair.
Nothing withstands my blade.
And why do I keep... What is this? 18 videos in? I still keep trying to open the menu with the Y button. It's an Xbox control I'm using, by the way. So, you know, triangle for PlayStation controller people. I didn't even know what I'm talking about. Does it show? Alright. I know we're going this way too. Oh, from what I thought Ryuta was going to pull out his sword. I mean, I doubt they'd go full gore on that, but yeah, that wouldn't have been a pretty sight. Nope. Ups evasion by 5%. be useful. 9 points versus 2 points. You get to wear that. That was actually a pretty useful treasure chest. Okay, wait, no, that's where we just came from. Nothing over there. But yeah, it's... I mean, the Grandia series, I really think... It's one of those things, like, it deserves to be remade with the mechanical enhancements that... Well, maybe enhancements is the wrong word, but like the mechanical systems of 3, because that was really the one where battles... Between the fact that it actually is the most challenging game in the series... It's some money. Gotta go back. But it's like, it's actually the one game in the series that actually feels like it's trying to challenge you, and it more or less succeeds. Sometimes it can be kind of a pain in the butt. Lucky Minx. I mean, mind you, the whole metal slime paradigm of enemy design is always a nuisance, but Lucky Minx and Grandia 3 were especially obnoxious. Hi, what are you? Mobius ring. Seems like you should be doing something interesting. +2 to all stats. That's cool, I guess. Now we can't go into blood / lava / I don't know what it is, and I probably don't want to know, if we're being completely honest. Ow! Well, okay, not really. That actually didn't do too much damage. Let's see. Withdrawal. That's to keep evading. Stat buffs, stat debuffs, healing, and all that has a top priority. Go wild! I think that's what each of them does. The names kind of give that implication to me, at least. But yeah. Because, like...
You cannot get away with that!
But yeah, because I mean, as I said, Grandia 3, just, its encounter design, its battle system, and, I mean, well, I mean, it's the last game in the series so far, unless you want to count this as, you know,
Purple lightning!
Because this came out in 2012, Grandia 3 came out in, like, 06, 07, I think, somewhere around that. But yeah, it was the last game of the series, so obviously it looked good, though. I mean, at this point, it was the last game of the series. It was also 2 console generations ago. They could do so much better with the graphics if they tried, but the only new Grandia thing to happen was the Japan exclusive MMO back in like 2012. That lasted for like a year or 2 and then just shut down because nobody cared.
Beast Fang! Cut!
Oh no, he boosted his attack! I bet Ryuta's about to kill him in a single hit.
Purple
Or
lightning!
4 hits, the case may be.
Take that! And that! Yeah! Ha!
Plus, I mean... Well, I was kind of mentioning in the previous video when I was leveling up the skills and everything that this game's skill leveling system just isn't... Like, it's not bad, but it's like one of those... It's tedious, because you're sitting there flipping between a bunch of different menus and... Oh, there's a tree branch over here. How am I supposed to proceed? This is weird. But yeah, you have to flip through a bunch of different menus, manage 2 or 3 different resource pools. It's like... But starting with Grandia Extreme, Magic, the way they started doing that one, made so much sense with the mana eggs, where like you can find eggs or find components and fuse them together to make mana eggs, and then as you level up, like the egg would have a level and then it would have certain spells depending on what the egg actually was. Okay. Something tells me this fight isn't going to be all that tough. But, you know what, I'm going to put on manual for a while just because I feel like it. But yeah, and so like that, if you ask me, is a much better way of doing this kind of stuff. Let's see, anyone doing anything that I should be worried about? Nope. Alright. You. And actually, you know what? I think that's debuffs both
Electrocute!
the defense and attack, I forget. There we go. Drops 2 levels of attack. Your buffs are gone. And take him out. How is it not dead yet?
Stinging eyes!
But yeah, and then there was actually, yeah, Grandia Extreme and Grandia 3 actually both use the same way of leveling up, and it honestly is a vastly better system, in my opinion, than this. And I mean, like I said, I think I mentioned before, but if you ask me, the original Grandia had a really interesting and just easy to work with leveling system, but it was so unbalanced, mostly because the stat bonus you got with each skill level very quickly started to add up to just make things super broken. I think I mentioned, actually I probably mentioned it multiple times, but the fact that by the end of that game, actually not even, like by a little over halfway through that game, last time I played through it, I literally could one-shot wipe out an entire enemy party on the first attack, get first attack, wipe out the enemy party before they had a chance to act when they got the initiative. That is not how you make a game. Just no, that is so bad. Anyway, we've been at this for closing in on half an hour here. I think my mind can only take so much whatever insanity this is we're looking at here. So I think we're going to call it a day for the moment. Tune in next time where we will invariably talk more about random video game stuff and see just how weird and messed up a little girl's psyche can get on a visual level. You know, or a demonically possessed little girl, I guess. Either way, until then, as always, later, folks.